Hey, good evening. I'm really happy to have you here. My name is Daniel. I was a professional opera singer and beatboxer, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different tonight, and we're going to be listening to Nightwish performing Wish I Had an Angel. So I heard that the leading vocalist Floor is a classically trained vocalist, so I'm excited to hear how she adapts her music in this symphonic metal genre. The only thing I know about Nightwish is they've been around for many years and are a symphonic metal group. I really haven't heard any of their other music, and I'm really excited to dive into this, and I hope you are as well. So without any further delay, let's just jump into it.
I wish I had an angel for one moment of love.
Oh my gosh!
I wish I had your angel tonight.
Oh! Oh my god, what happened?
I took a step outside an innocent heart, prepared to hate me for when I may. This night will hurt you like never before. Oh, love stayed I heart. Oh, lies stayed I heart. I wish I had an angel.
Oh!
Moment of love. I wish I had your angel. Your words are merry undone. I'm in love with my lost, burning angel wings to dust. I wish I had your angel tonight. I'm going down so frail.
Oh my, the contrast!
Drunken disguise changes all the rules.
Woo!
Love stayed I heart. Lies stayed I heart. I wish I
Ugh!
had an angel for one moment of love. I wish I had your angel. Your words are merry undone. I'm in love with my lost, burning angel wings to dust.
Ugh!
I wish I had your angel tonight.
Ah! 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 Oh my god! Ah!
I wish I had an angel for one moment of love. I wish I had your angel. Your words are merry undone. I'm in love with my lost, burning angel wings to dust. I wish I had your angel tonight.
Ah! So just for context, my familiarity with symphonic metal rarely has vocals in it. It typically consists of just covers of things like Megalomania from Undertale or the Sephiroth theme from Final Fantasy VII. But, dude, this was not what I was expecting. Just in terms of the contrast between the two vocalists, with Floor having this very lyric, very light, and pure sound. Her diction was also very clean, and I can understand every word that she was saying, even though there was a tremendous amount of emotion coming from the instruments. You could just feel the intensity coming from every element of the group, and I love that. But penetrating through that, you get this almost angelic lyric sound of this consistent vibrato, very delicate. And it's really bizarre hearing this beautiful, delicate nature within this very intense and grimy feeling environment. It's like seeing a single rose bush sprout out of the ground, completely surrounded by land that has been burned or bulldozed, and the only thing within miles of this one area, aside from just dirt, debris, and ash, is this beautiful, delicate rose bush. And it's just so poetic listening to that, or witnessing that if we're following the metaphor. And the male vocalist, he just embodied his vocal style, his costuming, his full aesthetic, the way that he performs, it matched his voice very well, which is very dark, very gritty, intense, direct in your face. Just nothing is held back when he's performing. Not in his voice, not in his performance, in the way that he carries himself, and not in his instrument. Every single musician that was performing in this group, you felt everything. Every element was so intense and created a very specific environment. And intensity doesn't necessarily have to mean loud and gritty, just meaning that there was an emotional draw to each element of the piece that, as overwhelming as it felt throughout its entirety, that there was something still constantly compelling me to keep getting closer to it, to keep wanting more of it, even though it felt like I was constantly being blown away from its rawness. And while I'm unsure if I can withstand another blow of that, we're gonna do it, because it's analysis time. So let's just jump into it.
I wish I had an angel for one moment of love. I wish I had your angel tonight.
Immediately, you understand every word that's being spoken, and because the camera focuses on her, I didn't know what to expect, but when we actually get into her voice, her actual lyric, soft, delicate voice, that obviously has a lot of support and strength behind it. I'm not saying it's weak by any means, but just the way that she carries her voice is very delicate, and it's very smooth and light. And that opening vocal line is what I thought I was going to hear throughout the entirety of the song in that kind of register. So to hear this contrast coming from where we started to where we go, I love that contrast. I love that I have no idea what to expect throughout the entirety of this piece, that there's always something new hidden around the corner, but you just don't lose any of this raw intensity that's just barraging you from every angle all the time. It's so great. My only complaint is that I can't turn it up louder from the beginning.
I wish I had an angel for one moment of love. I wish I had your angel tonight.
Yeah, and then just, oh, this beautiful deep into. All of a sudden, you rise from this very grounded, powerful musical sensation, and now it just feels like we're floating. We're just completely weightless, in stark contrast to feeling like we're rooted into the earth from this grounding musical intensity. And just having this contrast, this feeling of levity out of seemingly nowhere, just from someone who hasn't been exposed to her voice before. It's so compelling. I'm at a loss for words. Like I mentioned before, I'm not extremely familiar with symphonic metal. I've only been exposed to it in certain areas. So the fact that she has very clear diction, but uses the ending consonants to completely cut off the vocal line and just allows the rest of the instruments to keep pushing forward in the momentum. Personally, I wish that she kept the vocal line continuously going with the rest of the music, just to give that constant feeling of lightness and that there's no real break in it, that I'm constantly floating and not having to stop at a moment when she stops her vocal line. But that being said, if this fits within the style, because again, I'm unfamiliar with it, then by all means, it's perfectly fine. It's just what I know that I would want in that particular sensation is just to keep that vocal line going and not have it stop at the end of her consonants. But that being said, her consonants are very clean and I understand everything that she's saying moving forward. It's such an interesting genre that I'm just excited to learn so much more about. Yeah, step out. Just having a strong P on step, but then just cutting off the sound and then going to step out instead of step out. Just launching off of the P instead of stopping on the P and moving forward. It does feel a little weird for me, but I can adjust to it, you know, it's a new style of music of which I'm excited to learn more about for sure. And also, her vibrato is pretty slow in comparison to Dying Day. The breath in her vibrato spins a little bit slower. And again, it's just such a rich contrast in comparison to this quick, high-intensity background music that she has. So for her to have this slower, natural vibrato and just feel like she's really taking her time, it feels like she has so much control over the piece, even though the piece is so wild and intense. It's like seeing a dragon knight, a tiny 6-foot dragon knight on top of this behemoth of a dragon riding it, where it looks like the dragon is the one in absolute control, but it's really the rider. And I can't help but think of the metaphor that was used in Jonathan Haidt's book, The Righteous Mind, where he describes human beings as following Plato's mindset of we are both pragmatic and emotional creatures, but in contrast to Plato's mindset, where Plato suggested that our pragmatism needs to be able to dominate our emotions. Jonathan Haidt was more referring to we are riders and elephants, where the elephant is our emotional self and our pragmatic mind is the rider, the person guiding the elephant, the one who is doing their best to lay the path and groundwork for our emotional selves to give us the drive and purpose needed to pursue that path. So it's I just draw the connection here because you just have this very unassuming voice, which feels like if you were to just look at it on paper, you would have this, okay, well, you have this enormous sound with this very delicate voice. So, of course, the enormous sound would be all-consuming in the delicate voice and just use the delicate voice as an accent to the enormous sound when it's actually reversed and having this delicate voice lead the enormous sound. And I really love that kind of contrast, that kind of power play. It's really intriguing and captivating. That guitar slide there, such a good musical accent. I love that vowel. Never before. She didn't close down on the R. She kept those vowels very open, and it felt very classical the way she approached that. And I'm not expecting classical technique to be applied in this type of music, but I really respect it. And again, this contrast, not just contrast in the music itself, but contrast between what I'm listening to and my own expectations. It's really quite wonderful. And something else that I really love too is look at the way that she's standing. Typically, if you were to see, say, a classical vocalist recital, you would see that they're standing up straight, chest not puffed out, but having a strong chest, and their chest being out, not caved in, but just being forward facing, and a slight bend in the legs to feel rooted, but not like you're squatting. Here, it's not even just a slight bend. You just feel how grounded she is. You can feel how rooted she is into the earth just in that single position she's in. And that is a visual cue on top of the musical audio that we're hearing of how grounded this piece is. So hearing her voice on top of not just the grounding music, but her grounding body language, again, it just contributes even more so to that contrast, and I love it so much. Especially the guitarist. Both of them. This guy! This beautiful, light, delicate energy, and then I was just mentioning this very grounding effect that all of them were giving off, and this voice just takes any light, delicate energy you had and forcibly slams you back into the earth to make new roots. It's so fervent and intense and raw and gritty and coarse, rugged, and you just feel all of these elements just slamming you back into the earth with, I wish, you just... Just the way that the song whips you around, it's crazy, man. Very demonic looking here. Gives really intense slash energy. And I love the fact that both the keyboardist and the drummer, even though neither of them are singing, they're just so immersed in their music, and their energy is just so palpable that not all of the energy is coming from Floor or the other guitarist slash vocalist. Everything that we're experiencing is coming from the energy of every musician on stage right now. And everybody is just equally contributing to this incredibly intense energy that we're experiencing through this video. I can only imagine what it's like to listen to this live. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, brr. What a unique vowel manipulation there. I don't think I've heard that in any style of music. Just transforming burn to an so forward and direct, and it's got this unpolished coarseness to it, which obviously contributes to this magical intensity of the piece, which is a really great choice for the style. It's just something I'm not accustomed to. So it's, oh my gosh, I want to listen to that again.
I'm in love with my lost burning
Oh!
nails to dust. I wish I had your angel tonight.
Ah! Oh, great musical choice there. Bun dun dun. Yeah, love those triplets. Yeah! That is a really great spot to start creating a jagged effect in the sound, just to keep that musical intrigue alive, make sure that the audience has no idea what to expect in terms of, yeah, I'm riding this momentum. Yeah, you're riding it, but you're not riding this easy ferry boat ride. You're riding this wild, out of control bowl. Just jerking you around to it's so intense. I love this so much, dude.
I wish I had your angel tonight.
Ah! What great screaming here. Oh, his vibrato in that scream too was so good. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't even hear that on the first time through. I was so lost in the music, but now that I'm picking it apart a little bit more, I can... Oh my gosh, incredible, dude. I was not expecting that. That was really, really good, connecting that final yell into this light, delicate sensation, just so we have a little bit more of that Venn diagram of connecting from one raw energy into a new raw energy. But that contrast is still really important to keep, not separated, but I really love how we platformed off of one into a new element of the piece, and I really dig that. Yeah. I love the fact that her vibrato is matching so well with the electric guitar, like the whammy on the electric guitar. Because essentially a whammy on the electric guitar provides a very similar effect to the vibrato in the voice, where it's a pitch being modulated through the whammy bar, through the vibrato in a vocalist's case. So the fact that her voice is matching really well with the whammy on the electric guitar, oh yeah, dude. I love that parallel. Great key change. Ah! He repeats, "I wish I had an angel," several times, and each time it feels more intense, more raw. I love that. It's not the same thing every time. It's just constantly getting more and more powerful until the very end. my gosh, dude. Really intense, really raw, coarse. I love that energy. Love the contrast. Love everything. Oh, dude, that was wild. What a trip, man. But that was so dope. I really digged that kind of energy. That was all over the place. I gotta listen to more and become more adjusted to this genre of music. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. If y'all liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you didn't like it, please leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments below. I do read all of the comments, even if I may not heart or reply to all of them, so please just know that your comments do not go unnoticed, and I do take them into further consideration as I make future videos. My live streams are currently Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so if you guys would like to stop by and say hey or ask any questions about myself or the channel, I'd be more than happy to be there for you guys. My Patreon is still under development. I'm now uploading all of the content that I have made for it, so it's only a matter of time until it launches, and I can't wait to show it to all of you. I want to take this time to express how deeply appreciative I am of all of you being here watching these videos, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone.